Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Durante o último episódio do Plat Chat, eles fizeram um ranking dos 10 melhores jogadores que vão disputar o Masters Copenhagen. E esse ranking conta com alguns jogadores da Loud. Para montar esse ranking, cada participante da bancada fez seu top 20 pessoal. E a partir disso, eles fizeram uma média e geraram um top 10 do podcast. Vamos dar uma olhada em como ficou. Mas antes, pessoal, peço que confiram aí se vocês estão inscritos aqui no canal. Mais de 50% das pessoas que assistem nossos vídeos não são inscritas. Então já confere e já deixa aquele like nesse vídeo.
Let it rip.
Let's get into it.
Wait, where do we start? 10 or no, 1?
Well, I mean, if you want to start 1, that kind of
So let's
spoils
get
it.
crazy. Let's start at number 6. Let's do it different. No, let's start at 10. We'll go from 10 to 1. Number 10 on the list, Sodhawk. Okay. Plays a multitude of roles to a high level, and IGL's up there too. Underrated element of why Loud are so good, says Bren.
I did say that.
Bren did say that. I'm okay with this. Because I also had Sodhawk in my top 10. His initiator play has been world class since since I keep wanting to say Copenhagen, but since Reykjavik. I am very okay with this. Plus the IGL
People talking,
factor.
Aspas this, less that. Sodhawk has been unreal at the moment. He has been playing on an absolute blinder.
I mean, those are some bananas stats for a Sky and KO Sage, and he's putting up 0.88 on
While
Sky
he's IGLing
KPR
as well,
and IGLing. I mean, he's putting up some numbers. IGLing, that is some impressive stuff.
Yeah, I ranked him exceptionally highly on my list for Reykjavik, and he didn't play as well as he did online. So I've shifted him down slightly to where I had him from that.
I'm not talking about your list.
No. I'm just
We're talking about the aggregated list. Josh, it's not all about you.
But I'm just explaining my point of view for the 10th pick.
He's so narcissistic.
I think Sodhawk's a great player, and there's no way this team would be winning without him IGLing.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a great way to like IGL it and even set himself up as a KO on top of that too. It's like, are we ready to go? Let's fucking go. It's my call. And then it just works out really well for the rest of the team following up with him too. I think he's been very, very consistent in terms of his fragging department. Again, just like you guys, the IGL aspect of it too, to be able to control all the team while he's going to have to frag out as a KO. I'm going to have to start watching some VOD so I can do the same thing on our Boomerangs tournaments.
So this is one, I'm going to get this straight. We're all okay with this one?
No, I'm not.
I didn't
You're
have
not
it.
okay with it?
No.
I'm okay. It's in my range.
What's wrong with it?
I'm not okay with this. It's too low.
I think it's too high.
I think it's just right. But Silly, how do you feel?
I mean, I'm not part of this conversation because you guys had the perfect high, low, middle. You know, I'm just
okay. That's fine.
I'm just a fly on the wall.
You're Goldilocks. We're the three bears, and you're Goldilocks, just prancing around.
You know what? Mine's the just right too. Mine's the just
Eat my
right too. I love this
Wait,
porridge.
so you want him higher?
Yes.
You think okay?
Because I think fragging IGL is a rarity these days. He's doing it on a fuck ton of roles while on a top team, and he gets overshadowed by a lot of the other members of Loud.
How much higher do you think he should be?
A lot higher.
No, come the fuck on, man.
Where do you think he should be?
I think there are too many good players in the top 20 for Sodhawk to go up the list because it means moving other fuckers down.
You've been playing too much ranked.
What do you mean I've been playing too much
Your
ranked?
brain has been rotted.
My brain has been rotted.
You only see Chamber and Jet players.
No,
now.
it's not the Chamber and
That's
Jet
actually
players.
sad. The old Josh would have had fucking Sodhawk at number 1.
Okay.
That's sad, actually.
The old Josh did have Sodhawk insanely highly because he was fragging so hard in Brazil, and then he came to Reykjavik, and he wasn't able to have the same impact because the player quality is a lot better. So I think the numbers will naturally go down a little bit, not because Sodhawk's a land choker or anything, just because he's playing against tougher competition. He's still going to be really good, but I think the level of fragging at the IGL role has gone up since Reykjavik as well.
Josh. Who do we got? It is Les, number 9. Postmasters 1. Les has picked up the Chamber for Loud, allowing him to have more fragging impact on the game. That is one of the reasons why I put Les quite high, because I think heading into this, he had been previously fragging really well, like on Viper and kind of those standard Sentinel roles, but since picking up the Chamber, I mean, you can see Kurt's showing stats on VLR right now. His KPR is 1.02. That is crazy high. I mean, his Chamber play online since picking it up has been outlandish, and if he continues I'm sure, obviously, that's going to drop a bit just because they're not going to, well, maybe they will, but it's likely that they're not going to win every single map in the fashion that they have online at Copenhagen. So it's going to be less than that, but even if it's near that, that's going to be a crazy showing from him. Obviously, Chamber's an ultra-powerful agent right now. Les proved at Reykjavik that he has absolute world-class, top-tier talent, and if he can show that more often by playing an agent like Chamber that allows you to have big impact on the game as an individual, I think you're going to be looking at him as one of the highest-rated players of the event.
I think this is the perfect placement for him, actually, around this kind of position, because you could take a punt and put him higher, but I still want to see him playing the Chamber against the best Chambers in the world. But dude, he's so talented. The point you made there, Wyatt, is so important too. He was a top-level player at Reykjavik without playing the broken, busted agent. Yeah. So he's gonna be amazing. He's gonna be amazing. He definitely belongs in the top 10, in my opinion.
I had him lower.
You had him lower.
Com o oitavo lugar ficou o Vitor, da Optic. Em sétimo ficou o Zekin, da X7. Em sexto, o Forsaken, da DRX Paper. Em quinto, ficou o Marved, da Optic. Em quarto, o Alfader, da Fnatic.
That is very funny. All right, let's move on. Let's see number 3. Number 3. 3 is in the amount of slots EMEA has, and it's too many. All right, Aspas. You could argue Aspas was the best player at Masters Reykjavik, and he's continued to be in peak form since. Wyatt quote. Smart guy.
People forget about that, actually. The fact that Loud went on a run all the way to the finals and Aspas just popped off.
Even in the final when they were losing, he still went crazy on all 3 maps. He was just insane the entire event. First international LAN, another young player. And since has continued to just farm online. I mean, he's just farmed teams over and over. Also, kind of similarly to Les, but less so.
No pun intended. I like that one. That was a good one. I like it.
I didn't want to say that, but it's just I have to use the English language. I just have to. He has played a little bit of Chamber too. Like in that last series against Nip, he played the Chamber on Icebox and went 29-10 and just destroyed them. Yeah. So you know he's playing a little bit of Chamber. Also, his Raze is just god tier, and we live in a Raze and Chamber world. So.
Aspas is the way that I think about Aspas is how I might end up thinking about Alpha after this event. That's like the kind of tier where you're getting into the god tier entry kind of players, although obviously Aspas does play a bit of Chamber, which is Durka's role on Fnatic. But the point being, Aspas, I think, has to be rated higher because he's already done it at a big event against the best teams. Even when they lost, he dropped a bajillion. And he's just been able to continue doing that the entire time. He's been maintaining consistency throughout. Yeah. So it's not to say that Aspas is necessarily going to be better than all the duelists we put him above, but he's got the track record so far that gives you that confidence he's going to be able to keep it up. He's just a nutcase. He's got 1.39 KPR.
I mean, it's only 36 rounds. I mean, those are baller numbers. He's got baller KPR on the Chamber. It's just bananas.
Em segundo, o Derek, da Fnatic. E em primeiro, o EA, da Optic. Mas e aí, o que você achou do ranking? Já deixa sua opinião aí nos comentários, deixa também aquele like, se inscreve no canal para não perder nada. Aquele abraço e até o próximo vídeo.